about it. You're mad because I never you. We've been together for 5 years. I never you. You stink. You have bumps between your legs.
The drama between Santana and his ex-boyfriend Dee has taken the internet by storm, unraveling a messy saga of a 5-year relationship that, according to Dee, was far from the picture-perfect romance some might have assumed. Their breakup, which happened a few months ago, seemed to have left a bitter taste, but no one could have predicted the explosive rant Dee would unleash, airing out deeply personal and shocking allegations about Santana. The fallout has sparked endless speculation, memes, and debates across social media, with fans and onlookers trying to piece together the truth behind the accusations, the motives, and the wild rumors tying Santana to none other than Diddy. This story is a roller coaster of emotions, betrayal, and jaw-dropping claims that have left everyone gagging. It all started when Dee decided to go live and spill what he claimed was the real tea about their 5-year relationship. According to him, those years were not filled with love and intimacy, but instead marked by disgust and avoidance. Dee dropped a bombshell, alleging that he never slept with Santana during their entire relationship because, in his words, Santana had a bumpy, STD-infested pom-pom. The accusation was graphic and ruthless, painting Santana as someone with a serious health issue that supposedly repelled Dee to the point of abstaining from physical intimacy for half a decade. But Dee didn't stop there. He went on to attack Santana's hygiene, claiming that his private parts, cheeks, and even his veneers stank, describing him as a walking funk. The insults were relentless, with Dee calling Santana a weirdo and using derogatory slurs, including the F-word, to further demean him. He even brought Santana's family into the mix, alleging that Santana's mother hated him for being gay and used him to secure a spot on a reality show. The rant was as personal as it was vicious. Dee claimed Santana was never his type to begin with, saying he preferred pretty Spanish boys and only stayed with Santana out of pity because Santana wanted him so badly. He doubled down, saying he was so repulsed by Santana that he never let him see his manhood. To make matters worse, Dee had his sister in the background during the live session, egging him on and throwing her own insults at Santana, calling him and his family all sorts of names. The live was a spectacle of pettiness, with Dee mocking Santana's appearance, career, and even his struggles, accusing him of being a clout chaser who paid for fake fans and engagement. The internet was left stunned, not just by the allegations, but by the sheer audacity of Dee to air such private grievances so publicly. What made the situation even more bizarre was the timing. Up until this point, no one had any inkling that Dee harbored such intense resentment toward Santana. The couple had been together for 5 years, and while their relationship wasn't without its ups and downs, they had presented a united front at times, even getting matching tattoos. So why now? Why did Dee choose this moment to unleash such a scathing attack? Some speculated that he was chasing clout, looking to revive his relevance by stirring up drama. Others wondered if there was a deeper, unresolved hurt from their breakup that pushed him to lash out. Whatever the reason, the rant was unexpected, and it set off a firestorm of reactions online. The STD allegations, in particular, caught everyone's attention. Dee's claim that Santana had warts and bumps was so specific that it led many to wonder if there was truth to it. However, his assertion that he never slept with Santana for 5 years raised eyebrows. Commenters were quick to point out the inconsistency. If Dee was so disgusted by Santana's alleged condition, why stay in the relationship for so long? Why get a tattoo of his name? Why, as some recalled, did Dee spin the block multiple times, returning to Santana even after breakups? One person summed it up perfectly: together for 5 years, but he isn't your type and you never slept with him. Is he hearing himself? LOL. Another added, I hate when they do this though, because you weren't complaining about these warts when y'all was busy bumping. The skepticism was palpable, with many questioning whether Dee was exaggerating or outright lying to humiliate Santana. Santana, for his part, didn't stay silent for long. Initially, he tried to take the high road, saying he didn't want to engage in the messiness. In an interview, he emphasized that he wasn't going to stoop to Dee's level, focusing instead on telling his truth. He revealed that when Dee was released from jail, he was the first person Dee called for help, suggesting a level of trust and closeness that contradicted Dee's narrative of disgust. Santana accused Dee of lying for clout, pointing out that Dee was now more known for being a messy ex than for his supposed career as a chef. He also hinted at D's reluctance to discuss the real reason behind his jail stint, urging him to focus on clearing up his own issues rather than dragging Santana's name through the mud. But as the STD allegations gained traction online, Santana's composure began to crack. The rumors had spiraled out of control, with people not only believing D's claims, but also speculating that Santana might have contracted the alleged STD from Diddy. Santana clapped back, dragging D for filth in a fiery response. He mocked D's chef career, saying he was supposed to be cooking on TikTok, not cooking up drama online. He recounted a phone call where D reached out to him right after getting out of jail, implying that D wanted the attention to go through Santana's platform. Santana also called out D's sister for getting involved, dismissing her as irrelevant in the feud. His response was a mix of hurt and defiance, as he tried to reclaim his narrative, while grappling with the damage D's allegations had caused. The Diddy connection added another layer of chaos to the story. Rumors about Santana's ties to Diddy had been swirling for a while, fueled by Santana's own lyrics in a diss track aimed at DJ academics. In the song, Santana rapped about being a city girl in Diddy's world, which many interpreted as a reference to being part of Diddy's inner circle, possibly in a compromising way. The lyrics, combined with recent allegations against Diddy in a lawsuit involving Young Miami, led to wild speculation that Santana was one of Diddy's freak-off boys and might have contracted an STD from him. The lawsuit, filed by producer Lil Rod, alleged that Young Miami and others were paid by Diddy to work as his ex-workers, with payments facilitated through wire transfers or cash. While Santana wasn't named in the lawsuit, his association with Young Miami, who allegedly set him up with Diddy, and the viral resurgence of his Diddy-related lyrics gave the rumors legs. Social media was ablaze with theories. One user wrote, "T.is. Santana was in Diddy's world too. Funny he made that name drop. But okay." Another commented, "Saucy is really one of the freak-off boys, but now I want to know your thoughts." The speculation was relentless, with some believing D's STD claims were true and tied to Santana's alleged encounters with Diddy. Others saw it as a stretch, arguing that D was simply being messy and that the Diddy rumors were just that, rumors. Santana's failure to directly address the STD allegations didn't help his case, as many interpreted his silence as an admission of guilt. However, his supporters argued that he shouldn't have to dignify such low blows with a response, especially since D's credibility was questionable given his own inconsistencies. Eventually, D issued an apology, admitting that he might have gone too below the belt with his allegations. He expressed regret for the personal attacks, saying he wanted to move forward as exes without further drama. But the apology felt hollow to many, as the damage was already done. The internet had run with the story, and the STD and Diddy rumors were now part of Santana's public narrative, whether true or not. Santana, meanwhile, continued to focus on his career, brushing off the drama as best he could while subtly shading D in his posts and interviews. So, what's the truth? Did Santana really have warts and bumps, or was D just trying to humiliate him? Were they truly celibate for 5 years, or is that a convenient lie to bolster D's story? And what about the Diddy rumors? Are they based on anything substantial, or are they just juicy gossip amplified by Santana's own lyrics? The answers remain unclear, as both parties have their biases, and the truth likely lies somewhere in the messy middle. What's undeniable is that this feud has captivated the internet, exposing the raw, ugly side of a relationship gone sour. It's a reminder that love can turn to hate, and when it does, the fallout can be as entertaining as it is heartbreaking.